Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a little update kind of thing, like a little show and tell. We've had a lot of stuff going on. We've made some purchases and we haven't really made a video in a good month. Jen is here, but she's behind the camera there. Hi, Jen. Okay, so first I want to talk about an artist named Allegra Rose Brown. She lives just north of us over a couple ridges. It's quite a ways, but she's in North Washington, and she has a YouTube channel called Allegra Rose Brown and a Instagram channel, and she has an Etsy store also. We follow her Instagram page, and we won this watercolor maple leaf painting that she did, which is just beautiful. We haven't had a chance to put it up yet because we're in kind of a chaotic stage right now with stuff everywhere and the basement build going on, but we will have this up somewhere in our cabin. She also sent this really cool drawing of two owls. She wrote us a nice note on back, but it's on this really sweet drawing, so good stuff there. And then around Christmas time we bought some cards from her, and we sent those out for Christmas cards, and she sent us this little thank you card with a note there and really nice artwork. So go check her out, Allegra Rose Brown. I'll put links in the description below. Another thing we're doing is we're going to start growing microgreens. We've just got one tray set up right now, but we're going to do that in the house and kind of get it going and kind of learn the ropes of that. We've been watching some videos. We have broccoli, we have some beets, and then we have some peas. So we're kind of looking forward to get that going to just kind of ramp up our food production. We are also doing some more sprouting. We do have one of the little sprouting lids and a mason jar, but we have done sprouting before, but we're going to try to kind of kick that up a notch, do more of that. So we've got some organic salad mix, some clover, and then another protein powerhouse type mix. So that's some other stuff we've got going on. And then Jen took and organized all of our seeds. We had a box of seeds before and it was kind of disorganized and just kind of a pain to go through, but she's got them all organized now. We kind of got rid of older seeds, planted some older seeds, see what happens with them, and we're going to really try to ramp up our food production. We've been slowly learning as we've been here how to grow up here and what works best, so we're going to continue on that. So the next thing, we'll go outside and I'll show you a purchase that we made. Now, I'm not kind of guy who likes fancy cars and stuff, but kind of going through a midlife crisis here, and I made a fancy car purchase. Jen's not too happy about it, but let me show you. It's a 2002 Subaru Legacy wagon, 391,000 miles on her. Boom, $250. It was a friend hooked me up with this, and yeah, it runs. It needed a battery, needed a starter, and it needs tie rods, but I've been driving it around. It's become the Homestead workhorse. Now, if you follow our channel, you know that I have complained several times about pushing a wheelbarrow down that road and up a hill to our other property and up the hill to our garden up there where our greenhouse hoop house is up there. So having this car here now has been awesome. I can haul stuff in that thing. I don't care if it gets beat up. As you can see, I'm driving with the cement mixer and a bunch of other stuff in there. So that thing has been it made a huge difference. I don't have to push a wheelbarrow around, and just saves me a lot of time. You also notice across the street from us here, we've got another parking area. And we bought this property a while back ago. It kind of stretches from about there over to here and back up on that hill about right up to where that little tiny home thing is. So we wanted to secure this spot so someone didn't buy it and build right across from us, and it's become a great little spot for a driveway. I had a neighbor friend, good friend down the way. He's got all kinds of machinery. He helped put this in and ordered some rock, and he spread it for me. So yeah, this another great improvement for our place. Another thing this car is going to be handy for is if I have an emergency, like I need to get up to the latte stand, which I've done several times now. That's really handy to not walk that 4 miles. Now, several months ago, I went deer hunting for the first time, something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and my buddy who helped put in the driveway, he took me hunting and showed me the ropes, and he let me borrow his gun. But I didn't get a deer for my first time, but he got one that I scared out of the bushes, and he gave me all the meat, showed me how to butcher the thing, and it was a great experience, something, like I said, I've wanted to do for a long time. I'm going to do it again next year, and hopefully I can get one for myself. We also moved our little freezer up here from our son's house where we had it stored. So now we have the venison in the freezer and some other food that we can keep frozen up here. We did have a power outage that lasted about 3 days up here just recently, and that prompted us to go get this Champion generator. It's a small generator, but it will run our little tiny freezer and our fridge, and that was our main concern. I also have down here, you can see one of those cheap Harbor Freight 100 watt solar systems, and that has lights. So we use that. We give us a little light inside, and we can charge our various devices with that little solar setup.
What you doing, Astrid?
Recently, we found out that our oldest son is going to get married, and his fiancée Thelma has a little boy, Colton. And Colton was up here. He spent the night up here during the summer, and he fell in love with the chickens. He loves dinosaurs, and chickens are close to dinosaurs, so he just was digging that. So we're going to have a grandson, which is pretty exciting, and we're looking forward to him coming up here. So Colton, the chickens are missing you, buddy. They want you to come up here. And funny story, when Colton was up here, he was sitting here feeding the chickens, and I said, I'm going to run up to the cabin. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Just stay right there. And he's like, okay. So I come back. He's gone. I'm yelling, hey, Colton, where are you? And I hear from inside the coop, he's in there. And I said, how did you get in there? He said, I climbed up the ladder. And so he crawled through that hole, up the little chicken walk into there, and he was sitting inside with a chicken in there. So pretty funny. He's a great little guy, and looking forward to you coming up here, buddy. Got to come up this summer for a week or two. All right. So while we've been doing our basement build, we have been stashing materials back here, and I got a bunch of free materials over the years and just recently of insulation and other stuff. So right now the backyard is just full of crap. We got plywood over here. It's just stuff everywhere. I've got the boneyard down there. A bunch of 4x4s and stuff here. So the goal is to get a bunch of this moved up to the new storage tent. So let's get on that. All right, so we got the plywood cleared out of there, got a bunch of materials from there. Still got some cleaning to do, but we're getting back to where we're going to be able to use the backyard. And the downstairs, we've got the windows and the door in. So that's coming along. Our metal siding for the sides here, that's coming in. That's going to be, I think it arrives Monday at the place. It's in town from us, so my neighbor's going to pick that up. He's getting some other siding also for another project. We got the ceiling in, and we have an opening left here. That's where the stairs are going to be coming down there. And yeah, it's taking shape. We got insulation going here. There'll be on these beams here, we'll put some covers on there, probably some cedar going across there to hide the hurricane tie hardware. Got a few more electrical things to put in there. We're going to put a wall heater in here. It's kind of a mess down here right now. Still a lot of materials, but yeah. We got 2 layers of the foam here. This blue stuff I got free, probably like 10 or 12 sheets of it years ago, and I've been hauling it around, so I'm finally using that stuff. And then the other stuff I bought. And yes, we have a toilet, a flush toilet. The shower is dismantled right now because we're in the high 20s at night. So the outdoor shower out here, we're not using it right now. And eventually, our shower will be indoor right here. And then we'll have a washer and dryer over here. And the bed will be against this wall under those 2 beams. Towards the end of summer, Jen and I laid down this little drain system. It's basically, we took the concrete, the powdered concrete, we didn't mix it, we just spread it all over there, and then we wetted it down with a hose, with a sprayer, and yeah, it left that ditch. This thing works perfectly now. The water comes off of the roof down here, follows through here, and then this little drain field, it goes down and out over the cliff here. We did the same on this side of the house. Drain field runs down there, but this thing is really working nice. Before we would have, it'd just be muddy here and it'd be going all over the place, so things are taking shape. Now back here behind the downstairs, there's a little alleyway. It's a mess right now too. We've got materials everywhere, but we got lights in there. We've got our little root cellar cabinet here. Here's the freezer I was telling you about. Stuff going on in there. Good stuff. Eventually this will be cleaned out and be a nice little storage area back here. Oh, and that wall is going to be closed in. I am in the process of laying down those boards, and then I'll put a wall on that, and the metal siding will come around all the way to that spot, and there will be a door here to get into the little alleyway back here. Something else that happened recently is this place next to us sold. There was always drug activity here and people going in and out of here all hours. It was very frustrating. But that place is sold now. They're going to turn it into a rental, which, yeah, hopefully it won't be too loud, but it's better than traffic all 24/7, man. Just people were going in and out of here. So that's been really great. And they actually, I've been scrounging materials from them that they're going to throw away. I got a bunch of roofing. So let's hook up the trailer. I'm going to take the rest of this stuff, or a good portion of it, back up to the other property. I'll show you the tarp shed that we've got up there and what we've got in there. And yeah, let's do that because it's starting to rain and snow mixed, and I want to get this stuff up there, and get our old wood stove out of the rain. All right, I'm up at our corner property, and there is the tarp tunnel shed thing. Got all the material stored in there. Here's the roofing that I got from the neighbors. There's probably, I think there's like 6 sheets of that. Good stuff there. And I got insulation, all kinds of stuff in here. Got the wood stove up here now, our old wood stove, and windows for future builds, a door, some other wood. the last thing that I have for this little show and tell is before winter here, I was flying the drone over the river and I was pushing the battery and I pushed it too far. The drone went down in the river, about in the worst spot possible, right in the rapids, and right after the rapids it went into this little falls and into a deep area. I looked for that drone for 2 or 3 days, wading around the water, looking around where I could. It was pretty swift. And then I took the kayak down the river, searching. My friend came with his Mavic Air, I think, and he was flying around looking to see if we could see the drone in the water. Never found it. It's gone. So I did have the DJI Care thing, which you can get your replacement drone if you crash or anything, but you have to send that drone back to take advantage of that. I didn't have it, so it was a bummer because I did win that drone from a contest for another YouTube channel, and from QC Guy and a bunch of other people were involved with that, so I felt really bad about it, but man, yeah, it was a bummer. So good news is I just bought another DJI Mavic Mini, and that one, thanks to basically to YouTube, all of you guys, all of my viewers for watching, because we're making enough money to where I could save up and buy that DJI Mavic Mini, because having a drone around here is just awesome in this area we live in. If you've seen our videos, you've seen some of the scenery. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.